Hello, 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 hello. If you are watching me post live on YouTube, thanks for hanging out for just a second. You can fast forward if you want. I'm going to hang out and see if anybody shows up. I've never done this before. On my page, at least. I've never gone live with a reading. But I kind of got to looking at budgeting my time for getting all 6 readings done this week. And I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and knock it all out at the same time. Why not? Okay. It's the Gemini New Moon. All right. So it's today, May 22nd. The next moon that we've got coming up, you guys, I talk about the new moons and the full moons. Hello. I don't know who's present, by the way. So hi, please say hi if you feel like it. Thank you for being here. I'm rambling right now about the reading. So it's primarily for the period from May 22nd until June 4th. On June 4th, we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius. Then on June 21st, I believe, we're going to have a full moon in Cancer. And on July 5th, a full moon in Capricorn. All 3 of those are going to be eclipses. So this is it, you guys. Retrograde season and eclipse season happening at the same time. So it's definitely going to be pretty intense. The ruler of Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is currently in Gemini. In fact, it is linking up today with Venus in Gemini, who is retrograde. All right, that's an issue. Definitely check out my channel. I've got like pick-a-pile readings for Saturn, for Venus. I don't think I got to Jupiter, but I might, okay? And then, of course, I talk a lot about Pluto being retrograde in the full moon in Scorpio readings. So check those out if you haven't already. You guys, heads up, just so you know, new moon readings, even though they're going to get us through until the next full moon, these energies are going to be present. They're going to be something we're dealing with all the way until our next new moon, which will be in Cancer. Again, that's going to be an eclipse. And it's going to be the first of 2 full moons. No, new moons in Cancer. Okay, so we have a blue moon in Cancer this summer, once when it's on the Gemini side, and then once when it's at the tail end of Cancer on the Leo side. All right, so just a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings, you guys. A lot of feelings coming up. But right now, Mercury, like I said, it's direct in Gemini. This one of the signs that it rules, and thank goodness. Like, that's the least that Mercury could do for us right now, is be direct and not just like throw that additional confusion on top of us right now. All right. I've got my calendar all the way over there outside of my reach. Let me see. I'm not going there. I'm just going to type something up. I'm going to see when Mercury goes retrograde again, because it's soon. Mercury retrograde 2020. Yeah, June 19th. Ooh, and it will be in Gemini when it goes retrograde. No, that can't be. No, Gemini is going to go retrograde. Sorry. Well, the internet's wrong right now, and I'm arguing with it. So thanks for hanging out while I do that. You're wrong, internet. Mercury will be in Cancer when it goes retrograde from June 19th until July 11th. All right. So we're going to have a little bit of overlap between that energy and the Venus retrograde energy. What's going on today is those 2 planets have met up in Gemini, and that's really, really great, you guys, because it's our head and our heart. And isn't it about time to bring those 2 together? I think that's the purpose of this. Hello, viewer, whoever you are. I've got 1 person in the room right now, so definitely feel free to say hi. Oh my gosh, they like me. Oh, hello, darling. Hello, hello. I'm so glad that we got to visit the other day. I'm rambling on about Gemini energy right now. And by the way, I like to remind everybody I'm Gemini Moon, which is what makes it so easy for me to talk so much, okay? Hi, darling. I'm so glad that you're here. By the way, let's talk about just like what an extra bonus has been going on in the sky for me lately. Yesterday, like last week, a week ago yesterday was my birthday, okay? Thank you to everybody, especially you, Aaron, who made that fantastic. And that's a day when the sun in the sky is meeting up with the sun in my chart, right? Bonus. I got all my incense smoke. There you go. All right. Yesterday, the moon met up with where my natal sun is in the sky. That's not a big deal. That happens once a month. But then today, All right, this Gemini new moon, of course, new moons are when the sun and the moon are conjunct one another, happening right where my natal moon is in my natal chart. So definitely feeling the vibe. All right, plus school's out for the summer, school's out forever. And so just kind of celebrating. Thank you for being here. All right. I was just talking about how Mercury and Venus are hooked up right now in Gemini. All right. Thinking with your heart is the phrase that intuitively just kind of came along with that, all right? Also, those two planets are squaring Neptune and Pisces, and that is all about illusions, all right? So thinking with your heart to dispel any illusions that you've got right now. But squares, you guys, are meant to make us grow. They're meant to make us grow and change, whether we like it or not. So that's what that energy is all about. We also have Saturn trine the sun and the moon, I guess, right? In Aquarius, right? So everything that's going on right now with this Gemini new moon is meant to allow you to see any sort of restrictions or any sort of lack of authenticity that exists where your head and your heart meet, okay? So these are the twins. You got your head and your heart. They're together in Gemini right now, all right? One might be pulling you in one direction and one might be pulling you in the other direction. The other phrase that I got, just kind of as channeling messages for this, is cognitive dissonance, all right? Venus, being retrograde in Gemini right now, wants to call our attention to any sort of cognitive dissonance that we have going on. In other words, any way in which you kind of act out a narrative that contradicts your actual values, okay? So I have this belief, but then I have this action or this behavior that totally contradicts that, right? Like maybe I believe that capitalism sucks, but I hand my life over to the capitalist system on a daily basis, all right? I'm not blaming anybody. That's the world we live in, okay? But just understanding how sometimes, like, we continue living out things that are completely out of alignment with our true values, all right? That's what Venus is about, what we value, all right? It's also about love, relationships, and self-love. Hi, guys. I'm so glad you're here. If you guys have any questions, like, pop up and ask. Once I get into reading, I'm just kind of like, I can't promise that I'll be paying very good attention, but I'm glad you're here. All right. The two of you need to talk. That's the next note that I have here. Okay. So I'm a Gemini moon, so I can tell you what that's like to have more than one of me in here. Okay. I actually like it. I appreciate it because we have really good talks. We can call each other out on our bullshit when needed. And it's not fun, but that's a lot of what's going to be happening with Venus retrograde, is having to call ourselves out on what we really truly value. It's that thing where you make a list of the 5 things that are most important to you in life and a list of the 5 things that take up most of your energy, and you compare them. All right? That's what the duality of this Gemini moon is all about. All right? Final note. Oh, I've got 2 of them. The hand chakras. Do you know that Gemini rules the arms and the hands? So if you are somebody who is any sort of healer, okay, if you're using your hands, or even if you're doing divination that involves your hands in some way, shape, or form, you guys see me do that all the time. I put the clove on the charcoal and I use the smoke to cleanse my hand chakras, all right? That's just so that any extra static that I picked out throughout the day, we can just get rid of that and it doesn't end up transferring onto the reading, okay? So Gemini is all about the arms and the hand chakras. Clean those up if you can. That's what I'm doing right now. And then the final thing that I want to talk about today is Gemini, the element, the planet. The planet. As Mercury unbound, okay? This is Gemini season. We got the sun is there, the moon is there, Venus is there, and Mercury is there, okay? It's a great big old party, house party in Gemini right now, all right? Gemini is only one of 2 signs that is ruled by Mercury. The other one is a Virgo. And if you know about Virgo, Virgo is really, really good at, oh, yay, I can see who's here now. Hi, Maggie. I'm so glad you're here. Virgo is Mercury. You guys know the element Mercury, like it's liquid. It's actually called quicksilver, all right? Like if you put it If you pour it out, it's just going to spill over unless you have it in a very specific type of container, all right? A metal container. So that's earth, all right? Hi, Maggie. I'm so glad you're here. So if you can imagine the mercury, quicksilver, it's this element, all right? So follow the metaphor, all right, as something that's just very hard to contain. And that's what it's like being a Gemini moon. That's what our thoughts are like, our creativity. It's just very, very fluid, very, very hard to contain, all right? Because Gemini is an air element. So if you have Mercury just kind of surrounded by air, it's going to spill out all over the place. If you put Mercury in a container, okay, especially, what is metal, you guys? It's earth that has gone through a very specific scientific process. Is that not Virgo, right? So Virgo is the Mercury sign that is about Mercury being bound in a container. And really, Virgos do a really good job of getting their environment to conform to them, all right? Gemini, that's the season we're in right now, is Mercury unbound. You cannot contain that. You can't contain it, all right? So even though it looks like as we're getting back to business, there's a lot of restrictions on us, I want you guys to try to see things completely the opposite way. All right. This is a whole new normal. So instead of seeing it as coming along with a whole lot of restrictions, you can think about all the restrictions of the past that we actually get to let go of now. Okay. So, one last thing, and then getting into readings, I'll at least draw signs. Okay. The new moon in Aries reading that I did a couple of months ago, that was back in March. That was when quarantine first started. We didn't really know what was happening in the world, all right? All we were being told is stay home. Your jobs have changed. Everything is different, all right? So what happened in my new moon in Aries readings, I kept getting these messages about how you can take control of the situation. Instead of waiting for your new normal to be handed to you, it's about how can you create your new normal. And do you know how many people, present company included, have done that? Just realize that, you know what, I'm going to not see this as a bunch of restrictions and limitations. I'm going to see this as opportunity. We can break outside of the chains that normally held us in place in order to create new realities for ourselves, okay? Myself included, all right? Let me get a drink of water. And then, do you guys have any questions? I'm glad you're here. Or if you want to say hi or throw up your signs. The way I do this, if you guys have been watching the last couple of months, I'm doubling up on readings because that's just how we get better readings. We're starting with Gemini today, all right? And I've got all my signs on these little pebbles. And so what I do is I actually just draw from the bag. I don't know who's getting read with Gemini. And I don't know what other signs will be paired together for our readings today. So I'm going to draw those out. And I'd love to know what are your signs? I know most of your signs. But thanks again for being here. If you're not already a subscriber over on YouTube, definitely check that out. The link to that is in the description of this event. And then if you're interested in personal readings, you guys, school's out for the summer. This is what I have time for, is personal readings, all right? In fact, I'm currently working on a website where you guys will be able to you'll be able to see the different types of readings that I have to offer, and online scheduling. I know, I'm so excited. All right? I'm geeking out, so. Say hey if you want to. It takes about a minute for me to realize that you're saying hey. I'm shaking out my bag right now. I have 4 tarot decks on the table. The Cosmic Tarot, which was benched for a short period of time because water damage. Like, do not leave glasses of water and tarot cards on the table. If you've got cats, don't do it. All right. The Inversion Tarot. Oh, look at that Ace of Cups, you guys. Yes. I love this deck. It's really cute and tiny and fits in my tiny little hands. Hi, Peter. Happy birthday. It's Peter's birthday today, you guys. Peter's one of my oldest friends. I'm so glad he's still around. All right. That was the inversion tarot. This is the light and shadow tarot. We're talking a lot about, well, I'm not mad about that, the devil card. We're talking a lot about duality with the Gemini moon. So light and shadow tarot had to come out. And then because they are actually like very, very active participants in my life right now, I've got the Crow Tarot. All right, that's the King of Swords there. I do have one brand new deck. This is the Healing, what's it called? Heal Yourself reading cards. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Yay, Kathleen will hit you. I can't talk. Send me some information so that I can follow you back, okay? Thank you for being here. The Heal Yourself reading cards, this is a fairly new deck. I don't think I've used it on my channel before. And then we've got the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Basically, as I move through the signs, whichever ones I feel compelled to grab are the ones that I will use in your reading. All right, guys, let's do this. Who's getting rid of Gemini? I'm excited. Leo, very interesting. Very interesting. So Gemini and Leo are going to come up first. If you guys listening want to like post this in the comments, that might be helpful for people who join up later so they know when to expect their reading. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So in my second reading, we're going to be talking to Virgo. There's Virgo. And who will be paired with Virgo? Aquarius. Did they get paired up? Hi, Stephanie. Did they get paired up last time? I feel like Virgo and Aquarius, all right, also got paired up with my Scorpio full moon readings. So I feel like that was kind of an intense message. Let's see if we might actually continue on that message today. If you guys are present, by the way, I'm picking up your energy. Let me know your signs, all right? And just like when I get to those signs, if you are present and you're watching, please understand, I'm going to be pulling your energy in, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you and the collective, all right? My third reading I'm going to do today is going to be for Libras paired with that guy. Sagittarius, very interesting. All right, so just to recap, we're going to start off with Geminis and Leos. The second reading will be for Virgos and Aquarius, who I believe were paired together last time around. The third reading will be for Libra and Sagittarius. I'm going to try to keep about 15 minutes apiece, maybe 20. The third one is going to be for Pisces. I'm sorry, fourth. Pisces is getting red with Cancer. Those are both water signs. Oh, thank you so much, Kathleen. Yay, Leo Sun, Scorpio Rising, Aqua Moon. All right, fifth reading we're going to have today is Aries. Is going to be read along with Taurus. It's my sun sign. Happy birthday, by the way, to all of our Tauruses. We're done with Taurus season now. We're into Gemini season, which is my moon sign, and so that's kind of fun because I get two seasons in a row. All right, and then, oh, wow. You guys, this is another pairing that just makes a lot of sense to me. Scorpio and Capricorn are going to be our final reading for today. So thank you guys so much. By the way, I called in y'all know my people, okay? Way before I started recording. But I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I want to get some of your energy up in here. I am starting right now. Let me look at the time. Okay, it's 6:19, so I'm going to try not to ramble on for not much longer than about 15 minutes for my Geminis and Leos. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Which deck? Okay, both mine and those of the collective. Thank you so much for your guidance and protection on a daily basis. Thank you for the ability to channel messages for the collective, and thank you specifically for a very clear and concise message for their highest good today, all right? Questions that I am asking. I write these things down. What issue needs your attention and what's the best way to proceed? I'm going to do 1 oracle and 3 tarot to start with, all right? So I'm starting off with the healing yourself, you guys. This is my favorite card of this whole deck. I want to talk to you about it. You know I got to talk about what's on the bottom too, all right? All right, Gemini and Leo. Let's talk about alchemy. The process of alchemy, okay? It's very much related to the process of magic, all right? It's a type of magic, okay? You believe in magic. If you don't believe in magic, then it's just a way to get shit done, all right? Let's just go ahead and put it at that. Millie, I miss you so much. I'm really glad that you are here. I'm reading for Geminis and Leos right now, okay? So basically, alchemy is this concept. Like, when it comes to magic, you can do 2 things. You can create and you can transmute, all right? You can either bring something brand new into creation that didn't used to be there, or you can take what's there and you can change it into something else, okay? In fact, this happens a lot of time if you are somebody who does manifestation or spell work or anything like that, or even if you're just somebody who, like, lives their life intentionally. Sometimes you manifest something, you set forth a goal, you're like, this is the way, this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, right? And then you get there, or you get that manifestation, it arrives, and you realize, oh, I should have been more specific, or I should have asked for it in this way, right? You have a situation that's not suiting your needs. You don't have to just, like, throw it away. You can transmute it, all right? So alchemy is the process of taking of what you've got and making it into what you want it to be, all right? So this is what you are. What needs your attention right now is alchemy. How can you take what you've got and using your own power, your own magic, your own brilliant heart and mind, all right? Because we got to use both. It's the Gemini New Moon. And make it into what you want it to be, okay? Also, I got to talk about what's on the bottom of the deck. Wild. Ooh, y'all wild, okay, Gemini and Leo? I love this so much, okay? To me, this is somebody actually fleeing a situation that was oppressive or restricting because it didn't allow them to be their true self, their authentic self. All right. In fact, I've talked before about how there's a couple tarot cards that come to mind. I see a little bit of 6 of Swords in there, which is just moving. It's mental healing. Moving from, like, a crappy situation into one that's much better, that you're much more at peace with, that is it's less shitty. Let's just say that. All right. And then the other thing that's going on is that Lantern represents to me. Reminds me of the Hermit, which means you're going within. The way that you get from one point to another is by going within. Also, perspective, you guys. It's about perspective. All right. I have a superhero alter ego. You guys know me. You know I'm weird. I come up with stuff like this. Okay. And her name is Perspectica. And her like superpower is the power of perspective. All right. So she has the ability to just see things from a completely different angle. All right. Hold that lantern high. Absolutely. Because what you're doing is you're illuminating your path. How do I move forward out of this shitty situation into a better one? Well, I'm going to follow, like, my inner light, my inner truth, my inner spirit. That's what this is all about. All right. So, even when you can't change your circumstances per se, you can change your perspective of your circumstances. Where do we want to go? Cosmic Tarot next. All right. We're going to take a big old breath. All right. I love this Cosmic Tarot, by the way, you guys. Like I said, I haven't read with it in a minute. And I did smudge everybody before we came on. But I'm going to go ahead and just get one more little quick smudge. Thank you. Perspective, yo. Oh, it's such a powerful thing to just be able to change your mind about something. And the truth is, what we're rowing away from is the old us. What's underneath there? Letting go. Of what? Self-sabotage. You guys, I'm going to keep pulling these cards. And victim consciousness. If you're stuck in a situation and you don't have any way out of it, you can easily feel a victim to your situation. Nah, you guys have the power of alchemy. Alchemy. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. All right, so what is the best way to proceed? How are you going to move through this energy? How are you going to become the amazing alchemist that you are? By the way, it is, alchemy is number 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. Which in the tarot is really about assessment, reflection, stuff like that. All right. I need to get 3 more shuffles. You guys, this card is just, or this deck, we're taking that. It's kind of needy. A little high need. He likes to be touched. Weird. Okay. All right. So I've got 1 on the table real quick. I'm going to get 2 more at least. All right. Thank you, Spirit. How can we best navigate this energy? I'm not taking all of those. We need it clear and concise. Let's be brief. Still will not shut up. Okay, sorry. I love this deck, but we have a lot of cards coming out. I'm not surprised that the death card is one of them. Don't worry, nobody's dying. All right. Here's the energy, you guys. I see it all here. Remember how I told you I already had a 6 of Swords imagery in mind? Okay. 6 is about change. It's about movement, but it's about victory. Okay. And I got the 6 of Wands coming out right after the death card. Okay. Let me not get ahead of myself. First card on the table. Yes, we're going to talk about yellow. Don't let me forget to talk about yellow, guys. Solar plexus energy, hardcore. This is the situation that you're rowing away from, all right? This can be something as simple as something you've been working on for a long time and you never got to this point that you could call success, all right? Or, by the way, this is for Geminis and Leos, if you guys just joined up. Or it can be like a really like stifling home environment. Upright, this is all about success, celebration, achieving goals, holding it steady, right? So the place you're coming out of, guys, has been lacking that. Okay, all right. Now I need to go study sacred geometry. So next time I'm like, what does a pyramid mean? I can tell you exactly what a pyramid means. For some of you guys, whatever a pyramid means. All right. But these flowers on the ground, they're kind of encircling this path, are to me the crown chakra. Okay. This is about knowledge of your own divinity. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, let's just talk a lot more. Okay. Knowledge of your own divinity. Okay. Like, who are you truly? And also, do you see how there's this purple light cast all over her? Understanding how truly divine you are. All right. There's a lot of things. Once you realize how divine you are, there's so much bullshit you can decide not to put up with. Okay. Did you know that? You can give yourself permission to not put up with other people's bullshit anymore. Once you realize how divine you are. We are all divine. Okay. You and the tree outside your window, divine. Okay. You and the planet Mercury, divine. All right. Everything in creation is divine. And once you realize that, oh my God, there are so many things that you just they no longer serve you, and you don't need to hold on to them anymore. Okay. This also, I'm not gonna like do the whole thing where I recite it. Death be not proud. All right. By John Donne. It's a poem from the 1600s. This is not just the death card to me. This is the death be not proud, which means you're going to be letting go a lot of your parts of yourself that you look back and you're like, oh my God, I used to be like that. Okay. They're showing me them. Guides show me memes. They're showing me that meme. I think it's like with Beyonce, and it's like when you see a picture of your eyebrows from 3 years ago and she's like, oh my God, those are my eyebrows. Some of you guys are going to be going through that when you're looking at exes, when you're looking at jobs, when you're looking at just things that you used to do in the past. Also the one, This is why they wanted me to talk about the hand chakras in the intro, and I didn't get to it all, okay? The hand chakras, by the way, the left hand is for receiving, right? And the right hand for giving, all right? It's about a balance between what you give into a situation and what you receive out of it. Because when you realize you're a divine, you're just not that into letting people waste your time. I'm letting you know, okay? Understand, like Peter said, hold that lantern high, okay? Understand how amazing you truly are, all right? So this leads to the Six of Wands. All this yellow, by the way, check out that sun, is the solar plexus chakra, all right? It's about confidence. It's about the way that you move forward in the world. Some of you guys are in a situation right now that is very disempowering to you, but it's not one that you can easily walk away from. So what do? You transmute it. You transmute it, okay? Find a way to take your power back, all right? There is victory. Look at that lion, okay? There's victory and success. And the lion is wearing a crown, all right? So yes, understanding you're a king, you're a queen, you're a divine human being. I just made that up, okay? Be careful, because moving forward, you're going to see, like, this is actually almost like, how do I say this? Having a hard time being at peace. Hi, Charlie. Having a hard time being at peace with your decision. But it's only because you still want to try to look at your new life through that old perspective. Don't do that. You can retire that whole perspective now. All right? That whole way of looking at things that old you used to do, that kind of maybe allowed you to be taken advantage of sometimes, you're not going to be proud of saying, oh my God, I did used to do that. Just forgive yourself. You were doing the best that you could. All right. Forgive yourself and move on. All right. That's what I've got for you guys. Geminis and Leos. I love you all so much. And that's just the energy you guys are going to be like. It's the opportunity that's being presented to you, is to completely begin to see something from your past, or something that's continuing into the present from this completely different perspective. Alrighty, let me get into my Virgos and Aquarius. I kind of want to let me see if I can very quickly take a peek. Yeah, that's exactly what I look at. Because Gemini, I'm sorry, why am I talking about Gemini anymore? This is our other planet ruled by Mercury. Virgo and Aquarius were paired up together last time. Cancel. And I'm just trying to think of what, hi Stephanie, I'm trying to think of what the title of their reading was. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Well, tell her I'm a really big fan of her. I haven't seen her in forever, but. All right. And I'm not even going to get mad that she's not 18, because she's got her mom's permission, okay? Virgo and Aquarius, a fool no more. Okay, so I'm just going to recount that because I feel like I need to, all right? The storyline that came out, which deck? This one. The storyline that came out with my Scorpio full moon readings was about somebody going through this process where they really were like, kind of like what I was just talking about. Looking at the way you used to do something and be like, well, that was dumb. And then realizing, okay, that it's maybe time to step up and do something different. But that same opportunity might not be there. Okay? Did not take long to get those cards to jump out. This is from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Again, this is for Virgos and Aquarius. It's 6:34, so I'm going to not take too long with you guys. Yikes. Yeah. So what happens is you awaken to the fact that there's different ways to do things. Oh, wait, I'm so much more enlightened. Now I realize maybe I was kind of a jerk before. Maybe I realized I was kind of throwing my energy into things that weren't for me. It's an awakening. And we have pink roses. Pop quiz. What are pink roses? Self-love. Boom. And there's 2 of them. One on each shoulder. Okay? It's like these voices calling out, being like, psst, you're pretty great. And you're like, wait a second, I am. Okay? I am. An awakening. Because here's the thing. If you're doing something that doesn't serve you, what makes you stop doing that? You love yourself. Am I right? It's not working out for you, and you want to do better for yourself in the future, so you just stop doing the thing, all right? So this is definitely some kind of awareness and, again, awakening about what's been going on in the past. For some of you guys, it is... Stop it. For some of you guys, there's a renewed sense of self-love. You see how we got these 2 roses here? The twins, okay? Look at these 2 bottles in the back, okay? So healing, you guys. This is the part where you realize the things that you weren't proud of, and then you just forgive yourself. You just forgive yourself, all right? Because it also brings in this other perspective. Sometimes when you realize, like, you know, I'm going to not get too specific, but I realize I have my own negative patterns in relationship, okay? So I get out of a relationship and I'm like, F that dude. That dude did me wrong. That dude this and that dude that. Rah, 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 rah. And then you stop and you get a little self-awareness and you're like, okay, I can see how I did myself wrong in that situation. And now I can begin to heal because that other person was maybe not as evil as my victim consciousness was making it out to be. All right. So there's this healing that can go along with that. And that's a really, really, really beautiful thing. You guys are in the middle of that process. And June is a very important month because lately that's what pearls are talking to me about. Okay. Pearls. And the roses, the beautiful red roses. I feel like that also has something to do. The pink is also about the heart chakra. So a little bit of heart chakra healing has been going on, I believe, for my Virgos and Aquariuses. But it's definitely the realization. Okay. All right, Spirit's doing a weird thing right now. Let me figure out what they're trying to say. Okay, it's about not letting yourself get messy. I don't know how better to say it, okay? You know, sometimes you're going through your stuff, right? And you can go through your things in a way that doesn't spill out onto other people. And then sometimes you go through your stuff in a way that spills out on other people, where you're holding other people accountable for things that really are maybe your work to do. I'm getting this because of their hair. Their hair is not just out flowy, flowy, however it wants to be. All right? They've had to contain it in some way, shape, or form. All right? We're going to the Crow Tarot to clarify these. This is again for my Virgos and Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, we got that in the past. This is what's going on. So, okay, I gotta tell you the truth. My least favorite message to receive from tarot reading is it's time for healing. Because that means there's not really much else that you can do until you get through that. I know. It's obnoxious. My Sagittarius rising wants to go, go, go. But we had the devil poking out, so that lets me know that part of this is a karmic cycle, you guys. Part of this, whatever realization you've come to, yes. Because he was hanging out in there upside down this whole time. Not self-awareness, just not quite having mastered that self-awareness just yet. And by the way, he's got Saturn up there. Remember what I told y'all was happening today? The sun is trining Saturn. So this king is actually having some realizations about how he's been limiting himself in the past, especially when it comes to that which equals fulfillment. Like, what truly makes you happy? You got all your cups full. That's wish fulfillment. So there's, again, I feel like it's just picking up the same message, a similar message to what we had before. And there's a sense of wanting to, this is the lesson learned. The lesson learned. Okay? Eek. All right. I kind of was like, well, and then what? And it's a similar message. You guys, I'm not trying to waste your time. But when a message comes out, 2 readings in a row, you got to listen to it, okay? You don't have to. Your free will is the final, like, is the most important thing here, all right? So, ooh, snap. Then we get to this 10. Ooh, more healing to be done. All right, you guys, this is a very similar storyline. I'm going to go to some different decks and see what else we can get out of this, all right? Because, again, this is somebody reaching this sun right there is, again, more self-awareness. And out of this, you can find happiness. That door has now been unlocked. Check it out. Okay? I love this. Like, I always feel like this crow is the Hierophant, by the way, represents any sort of institutions. So he could be somebody like a teacher or a priest or something like that. But in this card, to me, he's a real estate agent. And he's like, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Crow. Welcome to your new home. Like, he opens up the key, like he hands them the key to their future. You're not going to make this mistake again. You will not. Because now you know. That's the key to whatever happiness you feel like may have eluded you. The key to locking that down in the future, bottom line, is the lesson that you just learned. I'm going to go ahead and get one from the Light and Shadow Tarot. What message? The Hanged Man is all about just seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay? Because for some of you guys, I didn't want to say it. Well, coming out right there at the bottom of this deck was that opportunity might not be there for you to go back to. Okay, can we get advice for our Virgos and Aquarius? Can we get advice, please, for our Virgos and Aquarius? 7 of Wands. And 8 of Wands. Back. Just take a step back. Just take a step back, okay? Take a step back, because if you try to take this new information, right, this new lesson, and blaze straight ahead of it with it, it's kind of akin to forcing things, all right? Because the natural part of this process now is going to be for you to take a step back, bring all of your power back to you, stop fighting battles that aren't for you, okay? And I feel like that King of Swords has a pretty good idea of which battles are his and which are not. Okay? Yeah. Slow down, because there's a period of temperance where you have to take that old lesson, okay? Like, you have to take the new lesson and integrate it into just the way you've always done things, all right? That's what you got to do. It's what the Temperance card is about. Again, it's alchemy. It's about changing things up. Letting things heal. Letting the realizations really take hold before you try to necessarily, maybe like take that information and try to apply it towards something new. All right? that is my message for my Virgos and my Aquariuses. So, Libra and Sagittarius, that is fun. Libra is, of course, ruled by Venus, who is retrograde right now. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, who is retrograde right now. Libra, by the way, was caught up in that Leo reading I had last. That Libra Leo reading that I did for the Scorpio full moon was intense. I loved it. Gotta stay hydrated. All right. So it's an interesting combo. We have a air, cardinal air, and mutable fire. All right. So what issue needs the attention? And by the way, it's your sun, moon, and rising sign. Hi, Christina. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm currently reading. This is my third reading. We're going in for Libra and Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. And hi, April. And so right now, ooh, perfect timing, April. I believe you're a Libra rising. This is the Libra Sagittarius reading. So we are looking at what issue needs your attention at this time. You guys. Okay, two things. We're going to talk about what brings abundance into your life. Being thankful for the things you already have. All right. So gratitude is one. And then I always like to look at the bottom. We've got abundance. I love that. I love that. See how she's just surrounded with all of those flowers? Oh my God. And do you know why? Because the universe came along and gave her this one flower. This girl got one flower. And look how happy she is. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for my flower. What happens when you express gratitude, when you're grateful to the universe for all the things that you have? He's going to bring you more flowers. Okay? So that's what I love, is the difference between these two cards. This, by the way, wearing those butterfly wings is somebody who I feel like has just come out of a period of transformation. Okay? Somebody who's gone through a lot of changes. And it was really, really rough. But then you go through those changes and you show up and there's a rose. Oh my God, thank you so much. I love this rose. And then the universe is like, well, she liked that. We got more roses. We got daisies. We got peonies. We got all these. We're going to throw in some butterflies too. I love that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have hope. Do I need to talk about it? Whatever this process was, it really did teach you something, okay? Every single reading is about seeing things from another perspective. It really taught you something. And here's the reason why I believe that, okay? Is because I'm going to mess up your story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. I'm going to tell this story, my version of the story, if that's okay. All right, so let's really talk about what was happening. Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden. God is like, oh, by the way, here's this tree that's just full of divine wisdom. Don't eat from it. Then how do you get the divine wisdom? Okay, in my mind, humanity is supposed to eat from the tree. All right, so Eve's like, you know what? F that. I'm going to eat from the tree. Guess what that does? Opens up her third eye. Okay, now you can see things from the perspective of the divine. Okay, because you ate from the tree. I know you weren't supposed to. But in this soul school, we don't believe in that. You're not supposed to not eat from the tree. You're supposed to eat from the tree. All right. So gratitude and abundance. Gratitude and abundance. Where we're going to do the Crow Tarot. To clarify, you guys, and the sun, this is just success. This is all of your projects growing. And that red ribbon is the, what is the word? What is the phrase? The red string of fate. Okay? You guys have done the work you needed to do. Now it's time to shine. Libras and Sagittariuses. You've done the work you need to do. Now it's time to shine. I love it. Let's see what the Crow Tarot wants to say to you guys today. Thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. A clear and concise message. Okay. It's probably more. It's more cards than I want, but we're doing it. What is up with this guy? Why do we keep getting Four of Swords reversed? I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. To me, Four of Swords reversed, especially in this position, is having made a decision and not being at peace with it. Okay? All right, so the cards get on the table and then they tell me where they go. All right? Okay, let's talk about where this is heading. The Star and the Strength card. All right? So this is a brand new you that's really, really, really strong. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay? We got more of these pink flowers. Gratitude. All right? And besides, the sun is the tarot card that's associated with, the sun, right? Which rules Leo, okay? And so strength. It has something you can be proud of. Okay. This is the future. We have to talk about what was going on in the past. This Emperor, to me, it's either a lack of structure or too much, okay? It's either a lack of control or too much. All right? I feel like this is somebody who might have been holding on so tight or wanting to micromanage things maybe so much that they could not keep their proverbial balls in the air. Do you see what I mean? Because the Emperor's the boss of everything. But if you're being a little too rigid, he's not the most flexible. No. He's not. And that's what the Two of Coins requires. In fact, it's usually somebody like juggling these two pentacles, and it's about flexibility and adaptability. Some of you guys were so set in the way that you saw things previously that you were not able to adapt or to adjust or to be as flexible as you needed to be in a situation. And it's not sitting right with you right now, okay? Now let's go back to this future. What's coming up? You guys, I love this because look what they're showing me. This lion is this bird, okay? This is as above, so below kind of stuff, right? So what are you going to manifest like up here in your creative space before you put in the work in the 3D world to make it real? Y'all are inventing, you are creating, okay? This is you, and this, ooh. It's the color of the sun. It's just bright, okay? So now that you've learned your lesson about maybe not being as flexible as needed, this is a renewal. This is growth. This is healing. This is, you know what? Now I realize I don't have to control everything because I have faith in it. I love that. I have faith in that. I have faith. And that what you have faith in, that's what you can manifest. All right? So once you go into your manifestation space and you decide what it is, where's your true north? Where are you really heading? What is the true you? Now you can take that forth in the world and be proud of it and create. And you have this, it's called the luminescent, that infinity symbol. Because you're in alignment with, you're like, faith. Like whatever you have faith in, you believe. You have faith in yourself. All right? Because that's a thing that can happen. That's a root chakra thing. Okay? Because there's red in all of these cards. Feelings of insecurity can lead us to become more controlling. Am I right? If you don't know how you're going to eat tomorrow, are you going to try to take control of that situation? But sometimes you guys are wanting to like jump in and take control of a situation that doesn't need control. It needs faith. All right? There we go. Libra and Sagittarius. There's your reading. All right. You guys, how are we doing? I'm halfway through. I don't feel like I've been rushing them at all. Hi, Samantha. Oh my gosh. Sam, do you want to know what's crazy? Do you remember when I gave you my deck of tarot cards and it sat in your glove box for like 5 years or something like that? Okay. That deck never, it still to this day will not let me forget. Okay. Anytime I try to talk back, it's like, can we talk about the glove box years? Yeah. I'm really, really glad that you are here. All right, guys. Any questions or anything? Because I'm halfway through. I feel like I've been getting good messages to you. Next up, we have Pisces and Cancer. After that, Aries and Taurus are paired up. And then our final reading today will be for Scorpio and Capricorn. Thank you guys, my loyal viewers. I'm glad you're here. So somebody just joined in. Maybe I'll say it all again. Hi, Christina. I don't know if I got to say hi to Christina. We're, this next reading, I'm going to get a different oracle deck. Which means I have to stand up and I look kind of chubby. I'm not going to say that. All right. Pisces and Cancer. Then we're going to do Aries and Taurus. And then our final one is going to be Scorpio and Capricorn. I'm going to hop right over here and grab my Whispers of the Ocean oracle. I'm back. I love this oracle deck, you guys. And especially since we have 2 water signs together. Thanks for spending your Friday night with me. Not that Friday like means anything in the post-COVID world. But I'm glad you guys are here with me. By the way, if there's any part, like, oh, my home cut things need arranging. If there is any part of this video that you guys miss or you want to see, or if you're like, oh my God, I'm a Scorpio, but I don't want to hang out for another hour, then it's going to be on my YouTube channel. All right, I'm going to timestamp it, so there will be a little place you can go right to your reading. Okay? So we have a new deck. And I would also like to start a new incense. So did that, wait, what did I just read? I just did Libra. Peter, do you know your moon sign or your rising sign or anything like that? I wonder. A lot of times I resonate most with my rising sign for some reason and my moon sign when I'm watching other YouTube readers. I also, what else did I want to say? Words come in my head and then they go right back out. I also will sometimes resonate with like Virgo readings just because I have a tremendous amount of planets there. So the more you know your chart, the more you know what to look for. I also say, you guys, if you're watching these videos and you're like, oh, well, that wasn't my reading, but you're drawn to another one, like, yeah, it's your reading. It'll draw you to it when it needs to. All right, Divine Spirits of Love and Light, thank you so much. I've got the Whispers of the Ocean oracle. I just have to say that every time because it's fun. All right, and that's what we're going to look at to see what issue needs your attention, Pisces and Cancers. What have we got? Push to surface. I love this, you guys. We're going to get one more. Because often, the message that will come in like 2 cards is like way more than the message that comes in 1. In this deck especially. Y'all are doing too much. I love this image. I can't wait to show you guys. You're going through something. That's for sure. There's a little bit of a struggle right now. We can't do all those, but we can do that. All right? Gliding through currents. All right. All right. I'm just going to say these real quick. All right? Because they came out. Gliding through currents. Be insightful and established and connect to source. All right. So as you guys are moving, you guys are definitely moving through something. And I feel like this is not, how do I say this? It's not your main quest. I'm talking video game language now, okay? You have your main quest, your main goal. So like in Fallout 4, somebody stole your cryogenically frozen baby. I know it sounds weird, okay? That's your main quest, right? But then you're wandering along and like, oh, the people from this village need you to help them build a farm. That's a side quest. Y'all got side quested. Pisces and Cancers, you guys got side quested. Something I really feel like came along that is requiring all of your effort to make it through, to just even get your head back above water. Earth and air. Aw, thanks. I'm really glad that you guys, I'm really glad you're here. I do this every new moon and full moon. I'm just glad you guys are here. I wanted to do the Facebook Live so I could kind of get myself out to a new audience. Let some of my older friends, people who know me, not from tarot and astrology, to get a glimpse of what I do. So I'm really glad you're here. All right, let's get back to Cancer and Pisces. Being side quested. All right, let me show you what I mean. Push to surface. Push to surface. And a lot of times, okay, the message says you may have become complacent. I don't think that's it. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics in your life. So there's something that's keeping you down. You guys are water signs. Do you see that? Something that's keeping you underwater in your emotions. And if you can just like burst out here into the air, you could see things so much more clearly. But there's a lot of, I want to say, subconscious stuff that you're having to push through. Okay? Yeah, you can get side quested by the universe. Be like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to help you manifest that. But first we need to remove, this blockage. Like, yes, Molly, we would love to get you rich. But first you need to overcome poverty consciousness. Right? That's me getting like side quested by the universe. All right? So this is something you guys are really, really going through. And you want to get back on task. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. Some of these may need some fine tuning. You guys, this also, let's talk about what's going on in the background. In fact, let's talk about what's going on in this entire card. You guys, the color and the shading, a lot of marine life literally looks like it could be something from another planet. Even if ignore the color and shading, this looks like it could be from another planet. But in this picture, doesn't it look freaking cosmic? Yeah. So some of you guys, your quest, your main quest is literally this like cosmic destiny. By the way, my whole philosophy about destinies, you have multiple. You have many to choose from. And as you navigate through, as you push to surface, new destinies become available to you. All right? But there's also something about really, really rising above the norm. Okay? Because it's like you could be like all these other fish and just kind of swim blindly through life without having to deal. By the way, you guys, I've been digging in dirt. My nails are filthy. Don't judge. All right? Where am I doing? Okay. See all these little fish? That's where fish normally hang out. They just go through their life and they just swim and through their unresolved subconscious issues. And you're like, no, I want more. They're like straight up, can we sing it together? Little Mermaiding me. They're Little Mermaid. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on the, what's that word again? Street. Okay. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? You guys don't judge my singing right now. I'm not very well practiced. Okay? This is you wanting to just like, you want more. I want more. You want more. And you deserve more. But you had something. No, we're going to do this one. You had something taking up your energy. All right? So, your job over the course of the next month, probably, definitely, these eclipses are going to come give you guys. Okay. At first, I thought that was you. But that's you. Do you see this whole, like, this is like an ancestor. This could be spirit help, you guys. Something comes through to help you reach the surface. But that's what you guys are going through over the course of this next month, all right? The eclipses are going to, this is completely channeled. These eclipses are bringing you gifts. Pisces and Cancer. Cancer, we're going to have 2 new moons in your sign, Cancer. Can you help us understand what's the best way for Pisces and Cancer to navigate these energies over the next, let's say, 2 to 4 weeks? I think he came up prematurely and I don't even want him on the table. Let's just talk. We have 2 pages, all right? And then we have a Knight. This is the realization that swimming down here in this undercurrent is not for you. Wait, I can't do this. This is not for me. It's not. It's not. You got a Page of Swords and a Page of Pentacles. All right. So these are new ideas, but also this is a new idea, but this is a new skill or a new tool that you have been given. I'm being serious when I tell you guys these eclipses, even if they bring you like a shift in perspective, a new connection, a new relationship, a new gift. Okay. Let me tell you, I am nervous about eclipse season. Last eclipse season, you guys, we had that Cancer full moon eclipse straight up for like 72 hours straight. I could not talk to people without like spirit wanting to have a conversation with them. Like my psychic space was on fire. It was lit up all the time. It felt like this. It felt like this. Also, they're like, look at his giant head and how those kind of look like stars, all right? For some of you guys, this is about ascension and awakening. This is about your actual spiritual path, all right? But there's been this realization that the things that always made you happy don't make you happy anymore. This dream, this 10 of Cups is your vision of happiness. What is your checklist? If I want to live a happy life, I want to have a good job, I want to have a nice car, I want to have friends, I want to have family. Like, what do you need? What's your checklist? And you're looking at it and you're like, who wrote this? 12-year-old me, right? Not 12-year-old you necessarily, maybe, because these pages are little. These pages are babies. But you're looking at like your criteria for happiness and you're like, that's not really me anymore. And with that being known, then whatever it is that if you keep working on that, you're literally robbing yourself. If you keep working on your old version of happiness, you're robbing yourself of your new version of happiness. Okay? Okay. For some of you guys, this is a relationship. Okay? And let's say you're on your mission, okay, in life. And maybe a relationship, a job, something like that came up. And I want to say hijacked all of your energy. It's happened to me, okay? Y'all want to know what my Venus sign is? Cancer. As soon as she gets through Gemini, yeah, she's going to hit up my natal Venus, okay? All right? So for some of you guys, you came to this realization. Why am I investing in this at all anymore? Why am I investing in this older version of happiness when I could change it up? Blaze a new trail. That's literally what I think this guy is all about. Blazing a new trail. Also, for some reason, especially in this deck, this Horseman of Wands, this Knight of Wands is somebody like, okay, the Queen of Wands. How do I say this? All right. As you move through, like from page to knight to queen to king, your energy is maturing. But it's also like pages are receptive, knights are assertive, queens are receptive, kings are assertive. All right. So we're talking about magic per se, or even just living out the law of attraction, your manifestations. Okay. The page is the desire. This is the intention. Okay? The queen is the manifestation. She's the manifester. And then the king is the mastery of that energy. All right? So I don't really know how else to describe it except for this. This is you manifesting. Setting forth brand new intentions in the world. Saying, you know what? I need to completely update my list of where I'm heading. Okay? So setting new intentions in the world. That's what's really, really important for you guys, Pisces and Cancer, at this time. I want to get one light and shadow tarot. The Queen of Cups here is about using your intuition. Also the two fish, which is Pisces. Okay, you guys, I don't know why they want me to mention this. I talked about how Gemini rules the arms and the hands. So your hand chakras, okay? Left hand receives, right hand gives. Okay, there's also a 5D and a 3D hand. We'll talk about it later. All right. Did you know that your foot chakras are kind of similar? Your foot chakras, your feet are ruled by Pisces. Okay, and so your left foot knows where you've been and your right foot knows where you're going. Did you know that? You can actually, like, read people's body language if you're looking at their feet. I don't know if you know that. Like, a lot of people don't know that. You can tell if they're thinking about where they just came from or if they're thinking about where they're trying to go. What foot are they tapping? If they're tapping their right foot, they're probably just really bored and want to get out of there. All right, we're getting one card out of the Light and Shadow Tarot. All right, because what this is about, Pisces and Cancer, is getting through what you're at, what you're on right now, and then getting yourself back on track to happiness. Okay? Setting new intentions in the world because you have a new version of what happiness is to you. That's probably too many cards. Yeah, this 8 of, ooh, yay, there's healing, you guys. This is literally one cup is the old you and the other cup is the new you, and you're healing them together, all right? This Eight of Pentacles literally feels like whatever you're working on, it's reversed. Whatever you're working on right now, if you're still working on that old version of happiness, that old checklist of these are the things I need in my life, you don't have the energy to anymore. Or it's this feeling that as you're working on them, that work is futile. What's the point of this? This isn't my dream anymore. I haven't made any official announcement yet, but okay, because upright, this is Sun in Virgo. Sun in Virgo knows just what he's working for. Okay, so this situation requires, you guys, this came up in another reading, strength. Look at this beautiful. I love this deck, you guys. The collection of traditions. Titties out. I'm just saying, okay? They're a symbol of female power. And I've said this before. There's a lot of tarot decks that really try to minimize the appearance of female breasts because they're scared of our power. All right? Strength is what is going to be required to just get you back on your path. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in where you are going. But do you see how, like, this is not normal, you guys? Why is lady in this Strength card holding a cup? Because she's listening to her heart. It's what's in her heart, you guys. I love it. All right. Pisces, Cancer, y'all are doing the work. You're getting through it, okay? You are at liberty at any point on your journey to redefine your destination. Let's move on, okay? Thank you guys so much. Did I get these all? Okay. We're going on to Aries and Taurus. Let's do this. Did Aries and Taurus end up together last time? No. Pisces and Aries did. All right. Let's get this all organized. And we're only an hour, like literally an hour into actual reading. So now I'm kind of like, ooh, did I go too fast? But I feel like I've been getting good message out. All right. Thank you guys for being here again. I got like, y'all, you're my faves. All right, that's who we got. All right, I want to go. We're going to do the, what is it called? Healing yourself. Heal yourself. Whenever I say healing myself, I immediately go into the Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, healing myself. I'm 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 healing myself. All right, you guys. Gemini Moon in full effect. Thanks for sticking around through my weirdness. All right. So we're pulling now. This is Aries and Taurus. Thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. What issue needs their attention during this period? Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. All right, you guys. Wait, the what? Yes. Okay. Here's what's happening with you guys, Aries and Taurus. You know that thing where you go through the shit and you learn the lesson, right? And you're like, yeah, I have this new perspective on things. I learned my lesson. I'm going to do things different. The universe is going to come along and be like, really? Are you sure? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do things differently, or do you want to go back and do things the way that you've always done them? It's going to take, okay, by the way, look who we got. It's basically the Strength card equivalent. It will take courage. And also, like, don't lose sight of that inner truth. Hold that lantern high. That's what that's about. Because the first card, by the way, that's only the second and third card that came out. Phoenix Rising. This is the actual act of you reinventing yourself. But let's look at this picture real quick. First of all, it reminds me of my friend Alyssa. I don't know why I feel like it looks like her. Okay. It looks to me like this bitch just got done crying about the thing. Okay, I got my broken heart. I got like failure. I've got whatever happened. Okay, that brought you down. Yeah. Well, I don't know about Aries. First of all, okay. Aries, you're gonna cry. You're gonna huff and puff. Okay. Aries and Taurus are the two youngest signs of the zodiac. We're gonna have our temper tantrum. That's facts. All right. So she just got done with her temper tantrum, and she picked herself up and said, "You know what? I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I am better than that, and I'm gonna go like manifest the better than that." All right. So this is you, Aries and Taurus, having just come through the shit. And saying, you know what, I'm better than that. Let's go ahead and we're just back to ye old spell book, if you will. We're going to move forward in a different direction. I'm going to like, that's not me anymore. I'm this new badass bitch, okay? I'm the new Phoenix. Sorry, old Phoenix doesn't live here anymore. But the universe wants to test that. That's just what it is when you get to release a karmic lesson, okay? It's almost like after you study real hard and you pass your chemistry final, okay? Like you walk out the door and somebody like, I don't know, like there's a real life challenge involving hydrochloric acid, right? Okay? You got to put it to use. So that's what's going to come up to you guys, Aries and Taurus. I believe, in fact, I always say the date on the reading is for the next 2 weeks, but new moon energies are good for a full month. Okay, so in the next month. Okay. Oh, hi, Justin. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, I'm reading Aries and Taurus right now, so great timing, all right? So what we're talking about is how you're ready to make this brand new start because you realize what a badass bitch you are. All of us, okay? I'm not doing that old thing anymore. I'm picking myself up from the failure. And I'm going to walk towards something that's so much better than me. All right? Until the universe is like, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay? So this temptation, I definitely feel is something from the past. Oh my God. I've never actually looked at all of the imagery in this card, okay? It's definitely something from the past. Can you see how there's like, he's kind of like a ghost? Mm-hmm. Yes. Or an illusion. It could be an illusion. But also those candles were burning at one point in time, weren't they? And now they're burnt out. Those candles are burnt out. Look, you, Aries, Taurus, you got that light. You got that light. You have the fire. You have the fire. And you can use that fire, your own passion, your own inner light to move you forward. And then somebody's going to come along and blow it out. And honestly, try to make you feel small. I feel like this is a situation that could really try to steal your flame. Somebody from the past. And it's here to tempt you. Do you really learn? Are you really that badass new Phoenix? Or are you still that jankety old Phoenix? Well, you have an opportunity to play that out, okay? By the way, 1 + 9, temptation, that's 2. Venus is retrograde, you guys. Old relationships. Old relationships. Here's what it is, you guys. There's this beautiful, I wish you could see the way that these cards are laying together, but I want to show you how the pictures talk to me sometimes, okay? Remember we said Phoenix rising? This bitch is done throwing her temper tantrum and she's ready to do the work. She's like, you know what? I know who I am. I know who I am. But where's she at in this? She's in a library, but they're showing me that she's inside the tree, the base of that tree. All right. So you see, now she's going to come out from her place where she's doing the inner work, and the world is going to challenge her. Oh, I know you think you're that badass bitch. But can you keep that attitude in the face of adversity? See how that do? Yeah. So we went from this like orange gold into this blue. By the way, solar plexus and throat chakra. Solar plexus is what you will. That's what you want. That's your desire, your path, your power. Throat chakra is speaking that truth. That's going to be very, very important. And we got the Lovers reverse. Didn't I tell you? All right. Let's get the message out. We have an Ace of Wands. All right, and we only got one more after this. I feel like we're making good time. Thank you guys again for being here. If you guys want to see the whole video, it is going to be on my YouTube channel, Soul School Tarot and Astrology. I'm going to timestamp it so you can show up, go right to your sign. Make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. You guys, I got the Temperance card. I got the Sun card. These are the Hanged Man. The cards that show themselves to me as I shuffle have a lot to do with the energy where you're coming from. Some of you guys, what that Hanged Man means is you're just completely disengaging from anything that ever made you question your value to begin with. You got this new burst of energy. Yes, you have this very new clear vision. The shit that's holding you back, your self-limiting thoughts, not anymore. Not anymore. You guys are seeing things in a very new way. I know, I'm going too fast. I want 2 more cards, please. And you're going to stop juggling a whole lot of shit that doesn't see you as the badass bitches you are, okay? I'm sorry for my mouth, but I'm not sorry for my mouth. That is... You guys... This Phoenix Rising, remember I said this bitch got the fire. Now all she has to do is take that fire, that inner spark, and go forward with it, you guys. You guys. You guys. Look at that path. Do you know what that path reminds me of? Do you know what that path is to me, in my mind? It's the yellow brick road. It's the yellow brick road. Okay, that's freaking Oz. Okay, you're Dorothy. You have this whole brand new journey to go on. You got these nice ass new ruby slippers. But if you go out into that world, you know, as you proceed, okay, down this yellow brick road, somebody is going to show up and try to take those shoes from you. It's the Wicked Witch of the West. She's going to do it. And you have to be strong in that moment. Your obstacles, like this right here, your obstacles, all the things that were holding you back in the past from moving forward on that path, gone. You're seeing through it. You're cutting through it. There's a song lyric it's a rap lyric that's trying to make itself out in my head. Something about barriers, I run right through them. I'm used to them. Okay? All right? And there's a lot of things that you've been keeping up in the air that you're just like, you know what? I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let this go. I don't want to engage in this anymore. I don't want to go round and round anymore. Okay? This High Priestess is just knowing your own damn truth. You don't need anybody else's. You don't need anybody else's. You come up out of your place where you've been doing the work and you're like, look at me, I'm a badass bitch. Keep that truth. Know it. Even when the world around you is arguing with you, who do you believe? Yourself. Okay? That's what this High Priestess is. Trust your own inner truth. You don't have to play with anybody else's. You just don't. You don't have to negotiate bullshit anymore. Be like, I know who I am. I know my path. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. Okay? And that Wicked Witch of the West comes along and tries to get at your shoes. Now I need to go back and watch the movie and figure out what happens. Okay? I love the metaphors that Spirit brings to me sometimes. And Wizard of Oz is one of my favorites. All right? So, Aries and Taurus, don't forget what a badass bitch you are or a badass boss. when you go out into the world and you have people try to challenge you and take your ruby slippers, be like, bitch, no, I'm going to the Emerald City. Okay? Okay? All right. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Here we are in our final reading. Capricorns and Scorpios. Two signs I definitely, even my Taurus ass does not want to piss off. Okay. Okay. We are going to start off with the Healing Yourself or Heal Yourself cards. I'm healing myself. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love to sing to you guys. Actually, I love, sometimes the message just comes through in song. All right. So there's one video where I start singing Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. That's a good life lesson. Okay. That's a good life lesson. Everybody should know that. All right, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides, thank you so much. I am going to do a quick cleanse on this deck. Do I still have any charcoal left? Because it's been through some things. I want to get nice, fresh energy. There we are. These, I got a brand new, by the way. I go through these charcoal tablets like nothing else. It's ridiculous. I don't want to admit how much I spent on them. Okay. And I just got this new brand, Starlight, and I really like it. They light a lot faster and I feel like they burn a lot longer. So anybody out there watching who likes to do, and I just put it in a little, I got this literally at the dollar store. It's made to hold your tea light, but I just put my little charcoal tab there and I put my clove on it, ground clove. All right, so we're cleansing the deck. For my Capricorns and Scorpios, that's who we're reading for now. Thank you guys for being here. Capricorns and Scorpios, so it's my last reading. Where are we at time-wise? By the way, when you're live, like me right now talking to you guys, I have no idea how long this has been happening. About an hour and a half. Okay, so good. Capricorn and Scorpio. I feel like you're probably the signs least likely to believe this. But you guys are getting help from above. Okay? I just think Capricorns and Scorpios are going to be the more skeptical signs, in my mind, in my experience. All right? We've got love on the table. What happened there? Scorpio, last time I read for you, the title was Holding Back a Flood of Emotion. Last time I read for Capricorn, it was Somebody Wants Another Chance. All right, this goes like this. They are amazing. I don't know what love is doing here. Okay, love showed up, and then what? All right, we have help from above and patience. Both of these just look to me like angelic figures. Okay, so whatever metaphor you like to use, these, the first and the last card, these are people that are like earthbound. These are the humans walking the earth, doing the things. This is almost like spirit guides, angels, divinity, pass on loved ones, whatever you want to, whatever you think. All right, so you guys are being guided right now. By the way, this harp. If you guys are into the Celtic, the Irish pantheon, ask me about Dagda. If you don't have a relationship with Dagda, ask me about the Dagda. All right. This help from above. First of all, I want this dress. I don't think I would pull it off quite like her, but look at that, all the way down to the navel. Do you know what that means to me? Is that her heart chakra is exposed. Okay. So there's heart healing. And all you have to do, also the moon and the water, all right? It's just meditate, 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 all right? But also patience, you guys. That's the second one. Patience. Patience is a virtue. Also, you guys, they're giving me... I have a Game of Thrones deck. This is not it. It's not even on the table right now. But doesn't she look like a Daenerys Targaryen? Okay. Yeah. I love Daenerys Targaryen as an epic character because she goes through the fucking she goes through some shit, you guys. She goes through all the things that she goes through. At the beginning of the story, she's not even like the master of her own destiny. And okay, let's just ignore how she went out at the end, okay? Spoiler alert. Let's ignore that. She was very, very patient. Any point in time, she could have come right back to Westeros and taken back the Iron Throne, but she knew that she was going to have to build an army. Okay? This is what I'm being shown now. I didn't know why they came out in the way that they did. I think there's an opportunity for love available to you guys. All right? Here's the thing that I want to say. Capricorns and Scorpios have in common. They're not really super, they're probably the signs that are least likely to let you into their heart. Okay? But that's a very like mutual energy. Please understand, if you're blocking people out from your heart, they can't let you into theirs. All right? So for some of you guys, and the reason I say that is you see how very separate, how these two people almost seem like in very different worlds. All right? So if this is not an actual opportunity for love, then I would say it is some ideal or like thought of love. Oh, okay, I think there might be a thing. Okay. But you're not ready for it right now, okay? Remember, your heart is all closed off. You're doing some heart healing. And you're being asked to release your creativity. All right, you guys? Now I need to talk about the sacral chakra. Because that's where creativity happens. It's in the sacral chakra. But also, and this guy in the back is like, maybe he's brass, but I'm seeing him as copper. Which I associate, again, with the sacral and the solar plexus. Okay? It's where creativity comes from. But it's also where our emotions are stored, okay? So for some of you guys, it's just a matter of before you're ready to jump back into love again, maybe it would be a good idea to process some of your older emotional stuff by unleashing your creativity, all right? Okay, so what this is saying to me is you might have this like connection you want to work on, but Spirit's just kind of saying, well, first you. First you. We're going to do light and shadow tarot to clarify. Some of you guys, it's almost like they really want you to gather your energy before you move forward. Even if you're doing the healing, they really want you to gather your energy before moving forward. Also, the great big old moon and everything, pay attention to your dreams, especially during the eclipse season, okay? During eclipse season, dreams, boo, 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 get really super intense. Also, let's talk about the fact that one of those lunar eclipses is going to be in Capricorn. That is on July 5th. Yeah, okay. Again, we're getting this same message about maybe being a little, like your heart is not the most accessible thing in the world right now. Not the most accessible thing in the world right now. But that's also maybe, like, for most Capricorns and Scorpios, a thing that they kind of are working on throughout the course of their life. Another strength card. Wow. All right. So this to me is like you just pushing through. Okay. Let's get one more. Can I get one more to finish this message? All right. Yes. Yes. That is what that means. All right. There's a warning here. Okay. Remember I said before, you might have this connection that you want to go work on right now, but universe is like, shh, shh. Take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Because there's, There's still healing to be done, you guys. And if you try, you're literally going to be cheating yourself out of this opportunity. If you try to push ahead with something that you're not, that like, you still have to heal your heart. You still have to heal your tiny little black heart. Okay? Because right now, I feel like the energy that I get on the table, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. We have Strength. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. And then we have the Hierophant reversed. Okay? For some of you, your strategy is... no, I'm not going to do the introspection. No, I'm not going to look at how I can be less logical and more receptive with my heart. I'm not going to do that. There might be a little bit of pride. I know what I'm doing, universe. Okay. The universe is going to be like, okay. Let's find out about that. Okay. Because you don't have all the power you need. Like, you're calling back. That's what healing is. Calling back your power from older situations that you've maybe given it away to. Okay? So if you try that, if you try to power through without doing the introspection, it leaves you in this place where you haven't learned your lesson. Okay? That's the Hierophant reversed. All right? And the universe ain't going to help you out. This help from above is help for a specific thing right now. It's help for healing. Okay? You try to go off on another mission, you're on your own. You want to stick around and heal, you get help. You get help from above. Okay? Because that's another thing. Hierophant is like almost like spiritual guidance and assistance. All right? If you refuse to do the introspection, you're like, nah, I'm good. It's just saying, please don't do that, okay? And also, they're giving me a story because this is the myth of Judith and Holofernes. Look it up. It's badass. Holofrenes. Judith and Holofernes. Okay? She cut his head off, and she put it on a stick above her city, and when all of his soldiers woke up in the morning, they're like, we can't do this. His head's up there. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're like, you know what I'm going to do about my issues, about the things in the past that didn't work out, off with their head, and then I'll just continue on to the next thing. Okay, their spirit is guiding you and saying, no, you're going to keep repeating the same nonsense, when all it's going to take is for you to do a little bit of introspection. Okay, have some patience, work on yourself, unleashing that creativity. Ooh, some of you guys, like, Sacral chakra is the home of emotion, creativity, and sexuality. Okay, some of you guys are just ready to go ahead and jump on this new opportunity, and the universe is saying no. Let the passion flow through you independently, through creativity, art projects, music, dancing, whatever it is you're going to do. You have to physically almost work through that energy before you try to take that energy to somebody else. Okay? And there's like no clearer way. Like, I don't know how often this, hi mom. Oh, mom, we're reading Capricorn right now. It's your sign. And Scorpio. I think you're a Scorpio, man. Anyways, all right. So, it's an interesting message to come through, but this is how spirit guides work, okay? If you want to do what we have on your agenda, if you want to chill out and heal and work out your own stuff on your own, we've got you. We've got your back. If you want to go down another path, we just don't. Sorry, okay? That's what Spirit's saying, all right? Do not shoot the messenger. I would love to get... Do I have to get up again? Yes, I want to do my self-care cards because that's what you guys have been being asked to do. All right, so I'm finishing off with... I've got this. Okay. My wall mount or my camera mount is attached to my door and I keep hitting it. All right. So, if you guys have never seen this on the channel, this is my favorite decks. It's not a tarot deck. It's not an oracle deck, okay? It was literally made for therapists. Yeah. To help talk to their clients about their feelings and stuff like that. But it's all about self-care. Okay, so what do... You can't make it up. You cannot make this up. Do you remember how I told you that these are both feel almost like angelic energies? Okay? That you have support. You have help from above. It's so clear. Your guides are trying to take you in a direction. You're angelic, right? Do you see that? They're like, no. Your path is this way. It's this way. Look, we're going upstairs. We're ascending, y'all. We're on our way up. You just have to trust. You just have to trust. Okay? That they're guiding you in the right direction. You just have to trust it, all right? The other option is go ahead and do your own thing, Capricorn and Scorpio. Go ahead and do your own thing. But you're not going to have the same support, okay? If you decide, come on, you guys. Scorpio and Capricorn, y'all can be both a little stubborn. Because one is a fixed sign and the other one is Earth, all right? So you can both be like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I don't need any help right now. Okay? If you want to go off on that mission, that's fine. When you come back, your guides are still going to be for there. Your angelic, your spirit support team, right? Your squad, they're not going to abandon you. All they're saying right now is just trust us. Trust us. There is some green heart healing that needs to take place before it is time to move on. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. I got all 6 readings done in less than 2 hours. I am so glad you guys are here. I can take questions and stuff like that. We can just say hi. I don't know what you want to talk about. If you want to see the whole thing one more time, it is going to be timestamped and posted on my YouTube channel sometime tonight, I am sure. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, if you want information on a personal reading, just hit me up on Facebook. That's what you do. I usually say the information is in the description box below. If you're watching me on YouTube, that's exactly where you're going to find the information. It is still the month of May, and I'm running a special, 10% off all personal readings during the month of May. We got like another week of that, so jump on it. Okay, you guys? All right? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your love and support. Thanks for just being my people. All right? Especially you and Peter and Aaron, come on, you guys. You hung out the whole time. All right? I love you lots. I'm going to sign off. Okay? Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hopeful. And I will catch you guys the next, like I said, June 5th, we're going to have a big lunar eclipse. All right, I'm going to be checking with you guys way before we get to that. All right, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the notification, click the little bell, and you'll get notifications every time I post new videos. Okay, thanks again for being here. Yay! I can't help it. That's what I do. Okay, I love you. Aunt Sandra says hi. I love you. All right, take care.